What did we learn in the Cosmos
Oh, I love
today?
it, man. What a morning. I mean, and you started out, before the show even came on the air, you started out with The Last Resort, the best song that Don Henley ever wrote.
Love it.
And
Well,
when
thank
you
you,
call
Jimmy
a
Buff.
place paradise, kiss it goodbye, baby. And that kicked off a magical musical morning for me. I'm going to jump around. Howard Bloom just knocked me out, man. And again, all of these people, all the good spiritual stuff plays right into my hands with the big electron. Because he said Joe was talking about no sports, and he told Allison a long time ago. He said, listen, you guys are a failed species. I knew you weren't going to work when you got into fire. When you discovered fire, I knew it was all over for you guys. Don't ask me about Mississippi playing Alabama. I do not care. And that's the big E. And it was so similar to a lot of these things because he is the guy out taking a stretch. He comes out of the head of a pin, and he's taking a stretch for a few billion years. Then he gets tired and he shrinks on down again back into the head of a pin thing, and he doesn't want to be worshipped or adored, and he doesn't think of himself as God. So all this God trip was beautiful. And then you drop in the music.
Professor Louis.
Oh, wow. That one tune, A Family Reunion, I could almost hear Levon singing that.
Yeah.
I said, wow, you know. And he had another one there that was great too. I wrote it down. It's all on
So
these
right.
scribbles here. Wings on Fire. Oh, have you heard her song? You know. And then the odd Gus and Studio Stu and the
Yeah.
guys.
Odd City.
Man, it was like a trip down 52nd Street.
Yeah.
You know? So I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I don't care. And let me tell you about spiritual mornings instead of going to church and all. I know a lot of people like to go to church. We used to do that years ago. But when I faded away from that, it was still a nice thing. And I remember back in 1976, man, and I was looking out the window. We lived in the woods. And I'm watching a fox and stuff like this, and I put on "In Held 'Twas an I" by Procol Harum.
Oh, I love that.
17-minute tune, baby, and it was better than a trip to St. Patrick's Cathedral. You can get quite spiritual behind a lot of the tunes that are out there. And who else did you have here? Unplug the headset. Oh yeah, the thought experiments. I love that. You know,
That's your life.
Oh, I love it. And everything. Oh, the uncertainty. I feel so good about uncertainty being cool. Because that's been a
That's
rule.
been your life.
That's a rule of my life.
Yeah.
I don't have a plan B. It's plan A. If plan A don't work, whatever happens, you could call it plan B.
Yeah.
But it certainly wasn't planned. It's
Well,
just a
thank you,
reaction.
Patrick Carl. Thanks to Ina Claire Gabler.
Yeah.
She's going to be reading this Friday.
Oh, that
at
was a
Half
good
Moon
tale.
Books in Kingston. Thanks to Professor Louis. Catch Professor Louis and the Chromatics at the Bearsville Theater this Thursday. Thanks to Howard Bloom, The God Problem, How a Godless Cosmos
Yeah.
Creates. Thanks to Susan Rosen, Miriam'sWell.org. Get over there and get transformed. And Joe Raiola.
Yeah,
Thank
Joe.
you, buddy. Don't forget the annual John Lennon concert. Check it out at the what site?
LennonTribute.org.
LennonTribute.org. Ron Van Wermer will keep you company the rest of this morning.